Hey guys, welcome back to the Kingdom Bible Reviews, and I know it has been a while since my last review, mainly because this is a self-funded hobby and I don't get the donations, so I need to save up to get specific Bibles that I'm really interested in, and it can get pretty expensive, folks. So this has been something I've been wanting to do since I heard that this Bible was going to be released. And I think I heard it earlier this year. I think it was like April or May or something like that they announced it. And the release was September. So when I heard this was coming, I was excited. And I've been watching a few reviews of it so far. And as soon as it came out, I had to get it just because I absolutely love this line of Bibles from Thomas Nelson. And that is the Sovereign Collection. And they announced that they would be doing a Sovereign Collection, King James, in the Premier Collection, which is their top tier Bible line. So I'm a huge fan, again, of the Sovereign. I love it. I mean, you know, I've got my wide margin here. That's like my go-to Bible. I even have the leather soft version. But when I heard that the Premier Collection was coming out in the Sovereign, I was thrilled. So I finally got it here, and I'm going to do a review for you guys, and then kind of compare it to another Bible in the same line, as well as the ones I just showed you too, just to kind of give you an overview of what you're getting with this and how it's different from what is already out there. But here it is, comes in again in the Premier Collection. Really nice box. This is a little different than most of their Premier Collection boxes, mostly because this is a Sovereign, so it's two lines, not only the Premier Collection, but it's also the Sovereign Collection. So love the box. It's a two-piece box. It comes with all the bells and whistles, the black paper wrap, and the little guarantee card and everything. Here is the features and the ISBN. You can pause it and have a look if you want, but retails for $219. I got it for around $107 or 110 US, I think it was. So again, for what you're getting, I don't think there's a better premium Bible line for the cost. I know there's Schuyler, and I know that there's R.L. Allen's and Humble Lamb and all this stuff, but what you're getting with the Premier Collection from Thomas Nelson, second to none. Absolutely love it. Here's all the features of it. Premium goatskin, Smyth Swen, edgeline construction, raised spine hubs, art gilding, red under gold. You got your 3 double-faced satin ribbons. The premium European Bible paper, 36 GSM. I'll touch on that when we open up the Bible. Line matched, end of page cross-references and translation notes. The Bible book introductions, just like all the other Sovereigns. A Concordance, and they clear and readable 9.5 comfort print from 2K Denmark. So if you're familiar with these Bibles, you know what you're getting. Just a really good quality Bible for it's an affordable price, especially for what you're getting. A really top quality, constructed really well, durable, but it's not like a Schuyler. It's not going to cost you a mortgage payment. So I really do love these. I have a bunch, actually, of the Premier Collection. But again, when I heard that the Sovereign was coming out, I had to get it. So the box is cool, but that's not what we're here for. We are here to look at this. So the first thing that you see, obviously, it's got the goatskin. It's got the raised hubs here, four raised spine hubs, Holy Bible, the little Sovereign kind of decal that they have on all the other, and you can see it here. I'll show it with, that's the leather soft, so you can see exact same layout that you're familiar with the 4 raised spine hubs, but this one is a little bit more pronounced. This spine hub, it has got the perimeter stitch. Really, it's a decent. I'll touch on this with the leather. It's a nice piece of leather, but it's. I have 2 other Premier Collections, and it's like the leather obviously is different every leather you're going to get, but this one seems a little bit thinner than the other ones I got. I've got the thin line large print as well as the other KJV, and I'll show you here. I have it beside me. This is the other one, the other Premier Collection KJV, the personal size that I got. This is a really thick piece of leather. This one is thinner. it's not that it's a, poor quality or anything. It's just something you notice. This is a thinner leather goatskin compared to the other large print personal size that I got there, which I've done a review for. So if you want to check that out, it is on my channel as well. So anyways, you get your 3 ribbon markers. You got your black in the Old Testament, and then you got a red for the New Testament. And then the gilt is really, really nice. Really, really nice. And then you've got your, bam, love it. You got your gold, you got your red under gold art gilding. Really, really well done. Again, these Bibles, for what you're paying for, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And you'll see when you get into this. So, edge-lined, and it's got this little, really cool stamped kind of chain link perimeter thingamajig. I don't even know what you're going to call this. But the corner work is really good. This is apparently a leather liner as well with the goatskin leather. Edge lined. Really, really nice. Really well constructed. All the corners are really good in this. You got your ISBN on the back there. But it claims to be lie flat. What do you guys think? You guys think it'll lie flat? I'm hoping so. This is you got your presentation page. This is obviously the construction paper, the thicker Bible paper glued together for the durability. You got your presentation page, title page. Right here, you're almost staying open. I mean, it's kind of coming back, but I only got this like 2 days ago, so I haven't really worked it in. But you can see there, you're on your title page, and you're laying pretty flat here. Here is your content page, and you can see here that it is printed in China. Holy Bible, King James Version, Sovereign Collection. The Epistle Dedicatory. Oh, sorry, I'm making a mess here. You can see the see-through here. The opacity on this paper, and this again, what I wanted to touch on. It says that it's 36 GSM. I'm sure it is, but it does feel thinner than some of the other Premier collections that I have. This one here with this is the single column, and it feels thicker. This is more of a kind of a cream. This is more of a white. Well, now that I look on the side, it's kind of the same color. But this paper feels thicker than this, but I'm sure that's probably just in my mind because it says it's 36 GSM, so we should hope. Old Testament, and then this is why I really love the Sovereign. Just the layout is just, I know I have a Skylar, and this is, that's page 1 of Genesis, and we're laying flat. So the layout, I know this is with the drop caps and everything. This is the Skylar kind of layout that they're famous for with the Canterbury and stuff. I have the personal size Canterbury. I have now the Sovereign in the Premier collection. You're pulling. You're really splitting hairs. What's a better layout? Some people don't like the little book introductions. I enjoy it. I enjoy the book introductions. It starts on a new page. The drop caps are a dark red there you can see. And you got your translator notes and your cross-references at the bottom. If you're familiar with the Sovereign, this is the exact same layout and the same pagination as the other versions, and I'll show you that in a second here as well. But just a really nice double column layout, just so clean. It's a really dark font too. That's the one thing I noticed from the get-go between this and my personal size Canterbury. This is a much darker font. It's a bigger font too, 9.5. It's not like the personal size Canterbury is a smaller font, but it's clean. It's really, really clean, but this is a darker font, much easier to read in my opinion. And just a beautiful, beautiful Bible. These are just, the Sovereigns are just, I just absolutely love them. So one of the features of this is that when you get to Psalms and Proverbs, it goes into a single column, which is nice. And you see the see-through a little bit more here. This is the lights. It's not, when you're reading it, you don't really notice it, but you do notice it under lights in certain times, especially in the single column. But it doesn't really distract that much. So like I said, now you got Proverbs, single column. but none of the other poetry is in single column. It goes back to double column. So then let's get to the New Testament, and you'll see here that we have a black letter text. One of the complaints, I guess, or not really complaints, is when it comes to Thomas Nelson printing, sometimes some of the red letters can be off. I've really never noticed it that much in these Bibles, especially not in this, or not this one, excuse me. I'll just show you the red letter in here so you can see. Like the red letter in this is all the way through. It's great. So I've never really had a problem with the red letter in the Thomas Nelsons, but I guess they just said, you know what, let's just not have anyone complain and just do a black letter. So this is a black letter text, which again, it's all the way through. Just, you have your kind of maroon, dark red accents on the title, on the chapter headings, and then kind of your paragraph headings and the numbers. It really sticks out easy. And then the drop caps. One of the things in the Canterbury that I would have loved to see in this is the Canterbury has it's easier to find the references because the reference numbers are highlighted in red. That would have been cool. But it's not bad. I don't really use the references that much in these type of Bibles. This is more of a reader for me, but just something to note that this can get a little tricky if you're not used to it. But overall, it's very readable. So then you get to the back, get to the end of Revelation, and you have the miracles of Jesus. You have the parables of Jesus. You have a 1-year reading plan. And then a concordance, which is pretty sizable. It's this exact same concordance you would get in all the other sovereigns for the King James. So it's decent. It's definitely not, you got your, it's not extensive or exhaustive by any stretch, but it's definitely a good study help if you need it. And then you got your note regarding the type at the back, and then your standard Thomas Nelson Zondervan maps that are printed on a semi-glossy kind of cardstock, but overall, and then you get your edge line at the back. Overall, this is just I'm so glad that they did this because this Bible, the Sovereign as a whole it's just been my favorite layout when it comes to King James Bibles. I just love what they did. But one of the concerns I had with the genuine leather version of this was that it was a thick puppy. Now, this is a thick Bible, don't get me wrong, but you compare it to this is a little thicker. You might not see it here. This is a little thicker. I think it's because even the leather is just a little different. But if you take this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is the wide margin. Now, let me tell you, I've done a review on the wide margin. I have purchased a Concord wide margin. I have messed with the Journal Your Word wide margin. Because I love the Sovereign so much, this has been my go-to wide margin Bible out there. The pages on these are the exact same. Let's go here. Let's go to the first book of Kings. Well, you can't even see the page, so let's go over to right here. We have page. I can't even see without my glasses on. We got page 443. And we'll go over to page 443. And there you go. Exact same. 443. 1 Kings 150. 1 Kings 150. So this is a really good kind of companion. If you want to write in your wide margin, the pages are the exact same here. I love that because, again, I absolutely love this layout. The Sovereign layout is my favorite layout, and this was just like a no-brainer to get the Premier collection of this to go along with my wide margin. So I'll give you guys the dimensions. So we have got just under 6 across. We got just over 9 long, and then this is about a 1 and 3/4, an inch and inch and a half ish. Can't even see, inch and a half. This does, though, feel really good in the hand. The wide margin is a lot thicker. This is the wide margin is kind of the same width as the genuine leather version of this. This is a little bit too thick when you're in this size for me to consider it a personal size Bible. This is a desk Bible for me. This is what I take my notes in. I write my thoughts, my devotions. It's in this. This is on my desk. It was too thick to have as a personal reader. This is a really good size. It's a little thick. It's not a thin line, but it fits great. Feels great. Just in the hand. Really, really just a comfortable Bible in your hand. The leather is nice. Again, not as thick as the other Premier Collection leather covers, but still a really nice piece of leather. It's got kind of like a semi-yap here too. It's definitely not full yap at all, but overall, just an awesome Bible. I mean, Thomas Nelson, when they came up with the Sovereigns, they knocked it out of the park. It's such a wonderful layout, easy to read. It brings you into the Bible more. You want to keep reading your Bible when you have something like this in your hand, and it looks great. It just looks great, feels great in the hand, reads great. Great paper. It's not the thickest paper. I do think this is a thinner paper, even though they call it 36 GSM. But overall, fantastic Bible. I'm so glad that they released this, and I can't wait to continue to read this. I spent all weekend with this so far. I've had it for a couple days, but it is definitely going to add to my collection and add to my love of Scripture. So hope you guys enjoy it. Really, really good Bible. They knocked it out of the park, and they continue to do it with these Premier Collections. Thanks for watching, guys.